Hello and welcome to the Grand Prix podcast!
Hey!
Welcome, one and all, to the most brutally honest mid-season report in Formula One. We've charged our batteries since the mid-year exam and had enough engine power to keep up with the McLarens today. And to mark this momentous occasion, we're not just giving you a podcast episode, we're giving you an awards ceremony.
Oh.
That's right, forget the glitz, the glamour, the perfectly polished suits and the champagne showers. Welcome to the inaugural mid-season report Grand Prix Awards.
Ooh!
The only ceremony where the trophies are imaginary and the categories are 100% made up. Over the next 2 episodes, we'll be diving deep into every team, but for this episode, we're calling just 5 teams up to the podium. We'll be scrutinising their car performance, their most questionable management decisions, their jaw-dropping best moments, and their cringeworthy facepalm worst moments. But before we get to the Grand Prix, the Grand, and the plain old Prick Awards, we've got a few joke categories to hand out.
Ooh!
First up, the I Am Checking Award for the worst strategy script. The nominees are Ferrari for their famous plans. There was plan A, B, C, D, E, F... You get the picture. The Ferrari pit wall for their ongoing entries into the Words of Wisdom book, and Ferrari for just being Ferrari.
I wonder who's going to win.
And the winner is, drumroll please, Ferrari!
Hey!
Yes! We are still checking.
Oh.
Next, the One Man Show Award for Best Performance with a Lacklustre Supporting Cast. Nominees include Pierre Gasly, who has had 2 teammates and is still the only one serving performance over at Alpine. Adrian Newey, who is currently carrying the almighty weight of Aston Martin's hopes for their 2026 redemption arc on his back. And Max Verstappen for his one-man performance at Red Bull all fucking season. And the winner is Max Verstappen. What a simply a lovely award.
Adrian Newey was robbed.
Don't do that. Don't make it political. And finally, the Unluckiest Driver in the World Award for the most dramatic radio message. A category with many deserving contenders, but we've narrowed it right down. Nominees include Alex Albon's "Honestly, you guys make absolutely no sense" during a frustrating Japanese Grand Prix, Max Verstappen's "My brakes feel like Monaco Grand Prix 1972", and George Russell's "To be honest, I'm not going to speak" at Monaco when he was handed a drive-through penalty. And the winner is Fernando Alonso with a stunning, honest declaration that he is in fact the most unlucky fucking driver in the whole world.
He wasn't even nominated!
I know, it was a surprise entry. It was like WWE. Ah, you can't see me. We've got it all today. Championship leaders crashing into teammates, former champions who have forgotten how to win, and a few surprise packages that nobody saw coming. And since we have 0 major corporations backing us, 0 sponsors paying us, and 0 F1 teams or drivers listening to us, you can guarantee that whatever we say is 100% what we think. So without further ado, let's fire up the engines, because the mid-season report Grand Prix Awards are officially underway.
Woohoo!
Let's go. So the way we're going to be doing this is I have got a random wheel on my computer.
How spontaneous and fun.
I know.
We should win an award ourselves.
I agree. Now, on the wheel, we have Prick, Grand, and Grand Prick. And for each team that we are going to discuss today, I'm going to spin the wheel for each of us to decide who represents Grand Prick and Grand Prick. And we have to basically argue our case for why that team and its drivers should be given that award. And at the end, we will decide, you know, who won the debate, basically.
Oh, okay. Reem, why don't you let us know what differentiates Grand Prick, Grand, and Prick for our Grand Pricksters listening?
Grand Prix is legendary, iconic, amazing, blew it through the roof. And
Blew it through the roof.
Yeah, what's the saying?
I don't know. Raise the roof.
Raise the roof.
I don't think it is a saying.
And then Grand is, they've done well. They've done okay. They've done the best that they could. It's not amazing, but good job. It's a pat on the back, basically.
Okay.
And then Prick, disappointing.
Oh.
Awful.
I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed.
Yes.
Oh.
Worst fucking driver in the world. No, maybe too far? Sorry. But just meh. No, even worse than meh.
The quickest flip from I've ever heard someone do.
I know this podcast.
Yeah, clearly. Well, if you're lost now, good luck, because that's the best Reem
You'll
has.
be lost even more later.
As is said in the intro, we're only going to be discussing 5 teams today, and we are going to be doing this in alphabetical order. So, Reem, who is the first team we will be discussing?
Alpine.
Well done for knowing your alphabet.
Thank you.
You had a 1 in 26 chance.
Yes.
There's only 10 teams.
I know. I wanted to see if you agree with me or not.
Right, I'm going to spin the wheel to decide who is representing what category.
Good
here.
God, if I get Grand Prick for this team.
What do you mean? Right, who shall I spin for first? Who's volunteering to be spun
I'll
for?
go first.
Yeah, okay, we're spinning for Reem.
May the odds not be in your favour and be in my favour.
Reem, you are going to be arguing the case of Grand.
Woohoo!
So
Okay,
you have to say why Alpine, Pierre Gasly, Jack Doohan, and Franco Colapinto are all Grand.
Of all of them.
Yeah. So we're giving an individual rating. So we're giving individual ratings for the team and their drivers.
Ew.
So you have to argue for all of that.
Okay.
All right, Iz, do you want to go next?
Okay.
Okay. Fuck.
Yes! Good luck, Nav. You're about to do the Lord's work.
Iz, you are going to be arguing for Prick, and I will be arguing for Grand Prick.
Good luck.
I know for people that have listened to this podcast, you'll know that Nav is very passionate about arguing her case forward.
Devil's
And-
avocado.
Yeah, she's the devil's avocado of this podcast. And also, we're sheep. So we might actually call this team Grand Prick today.
Oh, don't count yourself too sure of that.
Okay.
I'm not. I'm scrambling. I'm panicked.
Nav just laughed without blinking. That was terrifying.
First time I've seen her actually scared on
Yes.
this podcast.
So we're going to go for drivers first, starting with Pierre Gasly. Iz, you have 90 seconds to tell us why Pierre Gasly is Prick. Are you ready?
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. Pierre Gasly has once been described as Red Bull's reject. And yes, he's in a team that is 9th in the Constructors' Championship. No, that's a complete lie. Start my time again.
No.
I'm scared. No, don't do that to me.
Keep going.
Nah.
Redeem yourself.
They're 10th in the championship. They're currently on 20 points. They're 15 points behind Sauber. I digress. Pierre Gasly, he might have a nice hair transplant. What he doesn't have is a Nav, you need to start
No,
again.
no,
Nav,
keep going,
no,
keep going,
please,
keep going.
don't do this to me.
You're wasting
Please,
time.
no.
You're
You're
wasting
wasting time.
You've still got a minute. Go.
Okay, let's go back to China, shall we? He got disqualified after a pointless outing. So not only did he not score any points, he wasn't even classified in that race. He may as well have just gone back over to France, checked up on his hairline, and not have joined in. Okay, yes, he's scored all of their points this season, but has he scored loads of points? Have I seen him on the podium? Have we seen Kick Sauber on the podium? Yes, we have, people. This is what I'm saying. Alpine are in a state of flux all the fucking time. But I feel like with Gasly, he's had prior performances that have been standout, but this year he needs even more to be able to bring that team back up to 6th where they probably deserve to be. But have I seen that? No, I haven't. So I don't think that Pierre Gasly is really cutting the mustard this year. So that's all I have to say. Good night.
Okay,
That is actually the worst thing I've ever said.
Is it worse than your qualifying lap?
There's no need for that. Through the magic of editing, I sound amazing. Right, don't give her any time. Make it go. Make it go.
3, 2, 1, start. Well, wait. We need to tell people what she's doing. Reem, you're arguing why.
Oh, we're going back to back.
Yes.
Yes.
I thought we were going as in, you do all.
Sorry,
of
you're
your picks.
wasting time.
No.
Hold on.
You're
hold
going
on,
to
hold
be.
on.
You're,
I need to get up some.
let me speak for the rest of the audience. Jesus. You're going to be explaining why Pierre Gasly is grand for the
Okay.
season so far, and your time starts.
Wait.
Now.
Okay. So, oh my god. Sorry, replay. Sorry. I was trying to get up the driver's standings.
Your time has started.
No, but there was music in the background. Okay, so Brand, Alpine, they're a team in progress. Okay,
You're just doing Gasly. By the way.
Oh, just doing Gasly. Gasly scored points. Gasly has been the only person in his team to have scored points in a very shit car. He's currently scored 20 points. 20 big points. That's the same level as Liam Lawson. That's more than Sainz. Sainz has been in the sport for a long time. And more than Gabriel Bortolotto, more than Yuki Tsunoda, more than his other teammates who are on 0. But I will be defending them in a bit. He's working under a mafia boss. Fabio Briatore. He's under pressure, yet he keeps showing up. He keeps trying. He keeps ending in the points here and there. And you know what? He seems to be a nice guy. He seems to have like a great personality as well. And I think he always has a positive attitude. Obviously, he's had tough times, right? Like he's had, he lost his best friend, and he kept playing the sport for him. He scored a point in Spa for him. 1 point. He scored it for him. And
10 seconds.
And I think he's just a great wholesome guy. Also, what a great name, Pierre. What a...
Time.
What a great name, Pierre.
The reason why he should be grand is because what a great name.
I didn't know better, but that was especially stupid. I didn't say, Pierre, what a stupid name.
You talked about his hair transplant.
I know, I feel bad. Now, don't think you can rest on your laurels.
Yeah,
What do you mean?
You're doing Grand Prix. Reem, set the
I'm
timer.
quite aware of that.
Reem, set the timer.
Right, I am ready to talk about why Pierre Gasly is Grand Prix.
1, 2, 3, go.
Pierre Gasly should be considered for Grand Prix, okay? He is in a shite team, right? So Alpine, as a team, they are currently 10th in the constructors' standings on 20 points. Just 20 points behind Haas, who are on 35. Well, Pierre Gasly is driving with one hand in a team that is operating with one driver. He has scored all 20 of those points all on his own. His teammates, they're fucking around in 20 and 21 on the drivers' standings, and he's up there floating up in 14th position. He's only 2 points behind Isaac Hadjar, who is in a Racing Bull seat, who on this show we have discussed about how he should be turning down offers from Red Bull, teams that have won championships, right? And he's only 2 points ahead of Pierre Gasly. Gasly with the hair transplant, that hair is fueling him this season. And he's saying, no, fuck you, Briatore, I own your ass because I've given you those 20 points. So what? Sack off the other guys and I'll give you a championship all on my own. And he is carrying that team. What, my phone is locked? Well, I have 20 seconds left to tell you that you need to be giving Pierre Gasly more credit. He's beating his own team. He's so good. And he deserves Grand Prix because realistically, we're going to vote the rest of the drivers and the team overall as Prick, right? He shines above them and my time is up.
Why'd you go Mickey Mouse?
He shines above them.
I was just being passionate.
Also, I'd like to officially clear up for our audience because I said a completely different answer to what Nav said. To clarify, Alpine is 10th with 20 points. Haas is 9th with 35 points. I said Sau because I got excitable.
So you're wrong. So we're discounting Prick.
Well, hey.
Ultimately.
Well,
She's
actually,
doing
you
false
made me
news.
actually, we're all that. Actually,
That's called fake
actually,
news.
actually,
Fake news.
Actually, we're all about inclusion here at the Grand Prix podcast.
Not
How about you?
inclusion
Why'd you
of
neck in?
lies.
What? Hey, why'd you neck in?
So who do we think had the best argument?
I think it was me by far.
I think it was me.
Okay, if I went into a comedy club and the show was called One Woman Show Has a Breakdown Over Pierre Gasly, and you said that, I would be like, I need to give her my money.
Thank you, I'll take it. I'm broke.
If I turned on the F1 coverage and I saw someone like you going to the lengths of which you went to push your argument forward,
Uh-huh.
not always based on fact.
What do you mean? I was entirely factual.
You said that he was being fueled by his hair transplant.
Also, did you forget you're also going to be defending Jack Doohan and Frank Colapinto? You just shout all over them.
Yeah, you did. You said that Pierre Gasly shone above him.
But it doesn't matter because in this moment, I was just defending Gasly. I didn't care
Wow.
about anyone else. I'll throw anyone to the wolves to protect my man Gasly.
Wow. You hear that, listeners? She's loyal.
Yeah.
What a keeper. Well, I think it was me.
You lied.
Right.
What? When? Oh, yeah. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, but I think that was clearly the pressure.
Okay, we have to say someone who isn't ourselves, otherwise we're never going to come to it.
Fine.
Okay, who do you think out of me and Reem, realistically?
Am I going for how much it entertained me or the fact that the arguments
What's in
they
your
gave?
heart of hearts?
Which one am I going for?
Yes.
I'm going for Reem.
Oh,
Yes!
okay.
It was stupid, but it made me laugh.
Yeah,
So there we are.
realistically, I'm going for you as well.
Oh, I win.
Okay, so...
I was going to go for you now.
Oh,
for the passion.
Oh, thanks.
This is
Sorry.
great. I love this.
You've got no fans!
It's meant for my best friends. I meant to have 2 fans. And my mum.
Okay, so we have awarded Gasly with Grand, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Should we do Doohan or Colapinto next?
Pause.
Wow.
Oh.
Should we...
I think Doohan, because he was the one that was in the car
in first, yeah. Okay. You better spit straight facts, because there's no way we can reasonably
Oi,
give
oi.
him more than prick. But if you're spreading fake news, we're going to have to disqualify your answers. Do you need a minute and a half to talk about someone
we
who
go-
was in for 5 races?
I think we go 10 seconds shorter each round.
Ooh.
I think that'd be fun.
Okay. Let's go 15 seconds shorter.
Ooh, let's do it.
Okay. 90 take away 15.
Oh, good God.
75.
Well done.
Fuck you.
How many years have there been in F1?
75.
It was always meant to be.
Yeah.
Oh,
Full circle.
That
Right.
shouldn't have been such a big shock to you.
it's brand new information.
Right. Why is Jack doing?
Is why it's.
Why is Jack doing a prick? 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so obviously Mick Doohan is Jack Doohan's dad. He is a legendary motorsport championship winner. And he has been able to win many times. His son? So he arrived in Alpine, and what did he do? Lap 1, he went through turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, turn 4, crash. That was his time done. Run and done, ladies and gentlemen. And then, in China, round 2, he's P16, and he's also given 2 penalty points, as well as a 10-second time penalty. He's erratic, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Case closed. Click, click. Okay, then he had a massive crash in FP2 in Japan. Now, FP2 is a great time to do some nice running, to get to know your car, maybe have some nice communication with the team, get some delta times and stuff. No, crash. He didn't close the DRS.
30
Case
seconds.
closed. Thank you very much. Then he also had 2 penalty points that he got on Saturday in a collision in the sprint race with Sauber's Gabriel Bortoletto. Gabby the cute. Gabby the great shit. Then in Saudi Arabia, Pierre Gasly crashed out on lap
10
1.
seconds.
And then all their hopes rested on Jack. And what happened? He finished P17. He also got kicked out of the team.
Time.
Thank you.
Saudi Arabia. You said Saudi Arabia.
Did I actually?
Yes.
Oh, good God.
Fake news.
Hey! Did you listen to any of the great points that I made and
Minus 10
researched?
points for that.
You know what? When they go low, I go high. I hope you do great. Set the timer
Thank you.
quickly.
Reem, why is Jack doing grand? 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, Jack Doohan, he's a rookie. He came into Alpine, which was already kind of a shit team, shit car. He was under very, very hard circumstances. He had a lot of pressure on him. He was under Flavio Briatore's rulership, and he and he had the reserve driver, Franco Colapinto, breathing down his neck. So he couldn't perform very well because he had a bunch of pressure in that environment. And then he was barely given a chance to actually stay in the race. He was only there for what, like 2, 3, 4 races? I don't know the exact number. And if you look at other rookies such as Lawson was replaced in the beginning of the season, and he went to Racing Bulls, and he was scoring 0 points for the first 5 races. And then once he got his confidence back up, he was able to score a lot of points. And now he's running
30.
in the now he's doing well in the standings. But then so I feel like if Jack Doohan was given more time, he would have eventually been able to score points, but he happened to be under a lot of pressure and under very shit circumstances. It's not his fault.
You've still got 12 seconds.
Oh, he has grey hair.
He shaves his head twice a season.
But when it's not shaved, it's great. And he should have been given
Time.
a second chance.
I've never seen a woman fight her own mouth as hard as you fought.
Don't do it under pressure.
Your biggest enemy wasn't Flavio Briatore, it was your actual mouth.
I was terrified.
Okay, Nav,
Is it my turn?
it's your
Yes.
turn.
To tell you why Jack Doohan is Grand Prix?
Yes.
Hold my fucking earrings. Here I go. Jack Doohan, everyone, son of legendary guy Mick Doohan. Now, he only was able to be in that shitty Alpine car for 6 races. In those 6 races, did he score any points? No. Well, guess what? Neither did Franco Colapinto when he was in the car for 8 races. Okay? So Colapinto has had more time than Jack to prove himself, and he's done niche. Okay? But Jack, while he was in that car, he managed to out-qualify Gasly once. And in race head-to-heads, he actually comes out ahead of Pierre Gasly for 2 of his 6 races. That is a third of his races where he has outperformed Pierre Gasly in the car. Pierre Gasly, who, may I say, is a race winner. Not this year and not with this team, may I add. But he has He has experience of winning a race, okay? And Jack Doohan has also faced internet trolls who have sent death threats to himself and his family. And I think we should just, give him something to bring his spirits up, okay? He's had threats from Flavio Briatore, and he just needs someone to tell him, we're on your side, and we can do that by calling him Grand Prick.
Damn.
Did you take in any oxygen when you were talking just then?
I don't know. I think I swallowed a fly. Not very vegan of me.
Also, just for the viewers at home, Nav's phone seems to unlock like less than 30 seconds, and so she was scrambling to try and unlock it. I think that I am going to win this.
You have to say someone who's not yourself.
Yes.
Otherwise, this never wins because we're all going to say ourselves.
I think we should just look on facts, no?
I think you should vote for me.
I'm voting for Nav.
Oh!
Don't be cocky.
Reem, who are you voting for?
I vote for you, Riz.
Thank you.
Yeah, realistically, he's a prick, isn't he?
I could have just sung a song from the Chicago soundtrack, and you still would have picked me because
Try
it's the right
that for
answer.
Colapinto.
What?
Try that for Colapinto.
Don't test me because I will do it.
You just bust out, when you're good to mama.
When you're good to Flavio.
Flavio's good too.
He's not though. It's not true.
Please do that. I'm going to vote for you immediately.
Yes.
I'm not doing that. Maybe after the pod.
Well, I know my strategy. All right, and now we're going down another 15 seconds, yes?
Yes.
So you now have 60 seconds to tell us why Franco Colapinto is prick.
When he joined in Imola for his debut, you know what he did in qualifying? He crashed. And then, you know where he qualified? 16th. And then you know what his race result was? 16th. He trundled around, he didn't make any progress. He did nada. Thank you very much. Then we go over to Monaco. He was qualified the slowest. He may as well have walked around the bloody track. And then he managed to go 13th. Not bad. 2 laps down, may I add. Thank you so much. Okay, for the Spanish Grand Prix, he qualified 19th. And you know what? He came up 15th. But how many points did he get? 0 plus 0. Thank you so much. Then in Canada, his best qualifying, all he got was 12th. Do points mean prizes? Thank you so much for helping. He didn't get any prizes, he didn't get any points. Thank you. Okay, then in Austria, he reached Q2. And you know what? That's amazing. Where did he start? 14th. Okay, and now his race result, 15th. 1 lap down. Thank you so much. And then in the British Grand Prix, he spun in Q1. He got 20th. And then he got a DNS. Thank you.
Very nicely done.
Yep.
Thank you.
Very quick and short. To the point. Quick to the point.
Why are you describing me?
Very quick and short.
I can run bare laps, Rev.
Okay. Reem, are you ready? You have 60 seconds to tell us why Franco Colapinto is grand.
Okay, imagine starting your dream job and you go in, you're on your first day and you speak to your manager and they tell you, listen, you have a deadline. You have about 5 weeks in this company. And if you don't do well in those 5 weeks, we're going to fire you. And also, you need to make sure you don't fuck up, otherwise we will fire you. And also, we have people who can replace you. Imagine entering that sort of environment. You would be under a lot of pressure, and you would not perform well because you'd be under that pressure. Now, let me tell you, quiet firing is a real problem in this country. And in F1. And I think that is Fabio Briatore's strategy towards Colapinto. So really, he was placed in a very toxic environment. So you can't blame that on his performance because if you look at his lower formulas, he was actually doing quite great. He was winning races and he was scoring points. So it was just that he ended up being in very unfortunate circumstances. But if you were to have placed him in a sportive team such as Haas, I'm pretty sure that he would have shown up and scored some points. So you can't blame him. You can't blame him.
I said time! Disqualified.
No!
Quiet firing, Reem!
I had to be innovative.
Come on, LinkedIn.
It's all about creativity here. I was scrambling.
What?
Good luck, Grand Prix.
I'll take it. All right, are we ready for mine?
3, 2, 1, go.
Franco Colapinto, the Argentinian who came in with a dream and a whole country load of pressure on his shoulders. Has he managed to score points? No. But you know who else didn't? Jack Doohan, the guy who he's replaced. So we cannot say that he is any worse than the guy he's replaced. But what we can say is that during 3 of the Grand Prix that he has been in the car, for 3 out of the, how many has he been in? 3 out of 8, he has outperformed Pierre Gasly. And you know what? For the one sprint that he's been involved in, he's outperformed Pierre Gasly. He has beaten Pierre Gasly in head-to-heads for sprints. Did he score points from it? No. Well, guess what? Neither did fucking Gasly, okay? And Colapinto's highest finish has been 13th, and he got that in Monaco and Canada. Meanwhile, Doohan only managed to get that once. So we have to vote him higher than what we voted Doohan on that basis. And the only thing we can do is Grand Prix.
You really flip-flop with the drivers.
I'm loyal to my client.
Momager.
I was going for lawyer, but okay.
Try changing the channel once in a while.
I was thinking of the Kardashians.
Yes, it shows. You said momager. Moving on, who are we voting?
I'm voting for Reem for bringing and highlighted the issue of quiet firing in this country for no fucking reason.
Loki, why do I want to do the same? Do it.
Can we also remember that we have to inform someone? And I don't feel like this is very informative so far. It's just 3 friends having fun.
Off of creativity.
Okay, for creativity, the award goes to Reem. But
Thank you.
realistically, Franco Colapinto's a prick.
Yes, that's
Thank
true.
you.
Okay, so yes, we're going to elect him as prick.
Yes.
Right, are we ready for the whole team
Oh, golly.
of Alpine
In 45 seconds.
in 45 seconds? Why are you blowing raspberries? You've got a fucking easy job here. You're telling everyone why they've been shit. You're
I know.
literally just stating fact.
But I've got the easiest job, and yet I panic the most, so it doesn't come out how I want it to.
Right, your 45 seconds is going to start in 3, 2, 1. Go for it.
Okay, picture this. A team in constant decline. In 2005 and 2006, Fernando Alonso was able to win 2 championships with this team, and now look at it. It's completely rebranded, and it's not working whatsoever. What kind of a name is Alpine? Anyway, it's being run by Flavio Briatore, a constant revolving door of management, in and out, in and out, in and out. I don't even like the colour of the car. Is it pink? Is it blue? Who really knows? Anyway, the whole point of it is that halfway through the season they had a different driver come in and they had a team principal go out. There's a whole other drama with that. However, they don't ever seem to be able to go in one direction. It's this way, it's that way, it's this way. Even when you have a dictator like Flavio Briatore...
10 seconds.
Flavio Briatore, they still haven't been able to reach up to the level that they were last year, which was 6th, and they're now all the way at the bottom. Fire them.
Fire them.
Time.
I just wanted a good ending.
Wow.
Reem, 45 seconds to tell us why Alpine are grand.
Okay.
Your time starts now.
Alpine is a work in progress team. If you look at Drive to Survive / if you watched the 2024 season, you would have seen that Alpine was a great competitor for the midfield teams. It was going head to Haas, which won 6th place. So it doesn't mean that they're a bad team. It seems that they just have a hard time this year because they don't have the car right. And they also don't seem to have their management right. And they need to change up their leadership structure. But that doesn't mean they don't have potential. I think if we go into 2026 under the new regulations and they bring upgrades to the car and maybe change up some of their staff, they will be able to find that they have actually a very great car because they also have very good drivers. And maybe they will end up having much more potential than they have this year. So I don't think we should
10 seconds.
I don't think we should call a team a prick because of one performance in 1 year. I think we need to give them more of a chance. Thank you.
What a polite ending.
Do you know what I love? You were like, yeah, the staff is bad. Yeah, the car is bad. Yeah, they're not scoring any points. Yeah, they're completely confused. But they could be good.
Always look on the bright side of life.
It's your turn.
I'm doomed.
I am genuinely very excited to hear this.
Mm-hmm. Same.
Yeah.
Okay, 45 seconds to explain why Alpine are grand pricks, and my time starts now. Okay, I know what you're thinking. There's no way that I can explain this, right?
Pretty much.
But you know what they're doing? They are poaching. They're on a poaching spree, right? They have hired Steve Nielsen, who is going to take the role of managing director, and he's going to start on the 1st of September and oversee the day-to-day running of the team. And he's going to be reporting to Briatore. That's a hard job. And he was the sporting director when the squad last won in 2005 and 2006 with Fernando Alonso. So yes, they have been a bit prickish, right? But they are on the trajectory. They're going up. They are returning to their Grand Grand Prix days. And don't you think we should be the fire up their arse to give them that steam to get there? Give them Grand Prix!
One.
Damn, I didn't think you were going to make that.
You really hung all of your hopes for this team on one man, huh?
Yeah. Steve, you're my only hope.
But I appreciated the passion. Thank
So
you.
did I. It was very inspirational. Well, the message wasn't, but the way you delivered it was very inspirational.
Thank you. So we're giving them prick, right?
Obviously.
Yes.
Okay. So our final judgment for Alpine was Jack Doohan, Franco Colapinto, and Alpine as a whole are all prick, and Pierre Gasly is grand.
Yes, I
That
think that's
works.
very fair.
I didn't win any!
Oh, you did have the hardest one.
Well, don't worry, because it's time to spin that wheel for Aston Martin.
Woohoo!
Who am I spinning for first?
You.
Me, okay.
You were the last to go last time,
If
right?
I get grand prick, I swear I will throw my laptop across the room. Okay, I've got grand.
Nice.
I can deal with
Yeah,
this.
that's a good one.
I've got grand.
Okay. Reem, do you want to go next?
Sure.
Well, she got prick.
I got break.
You don't need to tell the world, Reem. Jeez.
Your mother's listening to this.
No, she's not.
My mother is. Right. That means you are going to be arguing for grand prick. I am going to be arguing for grand. And Reem, you are going to be arguing for prick for the team Aston Martin and their drivers Lance Stroll and Fernando Alonso. Let's start with Fernando Alonso.
Ooh, okay.
It's your king, and you're going to have to call him a prick now.
That's true.
How are you feeling?
I feel like I'm betraying him a little bit.
You are.
But to be fair, I
Just
called
sit
him a
with
prick
that.
many times on this podcast, so it might not be hard.
Okay. So, for Fernando Alonso, arguing for prick, Reem, take it away.
Fernando Alonso, how many years has he been in the sport? Probably many. Like, probably 20 plus years that he's been in this sport. Yes, he's been a former championship winner, but when? He hasn't been a championship winner for a long time. In the beginning of the season, I didn't even know who he was. I didn't even know what he was doing there because he was scoring no points. It took him a whole 8 races for him to score points against his nepo baby of a teammate. And then he's in a team that has Adrian Newey. They're bringing upgrades, and he's only on 26. He's only 26. He's on the lower parts of the teams, and younger people than him, such as Oscar Piastri, Lando Norris, Max Verstappen, George Russell. They're all above him in by miles and miles.
30 seconds.
By miles and miles. Also, he seems to be very frustrated and angry on the radio. He seems to have no patience. And I think as an F1 driver, you're supposed to have patience. You shouldn't be telling people that you're the unluckiest driver in the world, because you know what? That's called manifesting. If you're manifesting being the unluckiest driver, it means
10
that
seconds.
that's what it's going to be like. And also, he seems to always compare himself to Lance Stroll. You should be your own individual person. You shouldn't compare yourself to someone else.
Time.
When have you ever heard him comparing himself to Lance Stroll?
Always the bridesmaid, never the bride.
Oh, God.
You made that comparison.
Yeah, but it was because he was on the radio saying, "It's never me."
Oh, okay. It's my turn to argue Fernando Alonso grand.
Yes.
Okay.
And I have 75 seconds to do so.
You got the world in your oyster. Wait,
Can I
what?
just-
I've got the world in my oyster.
I'm doing this
What?
with no notes, by the way. I feel like I should get some extra praise.
So are we. You have the world at your feet. All the world is your oyster. I'm really sorry I said the world is in your oyster.
Ouch.
How'd you do that?
Okay, I guess my time starts now. Fernando Alonso, 2-time world champion, going to a team that is in development, trying to become the best they can be. Did he score points at the beginning of the season? No. But he has, and he has been consistently scoring points since the Spanish Grand Prix, his home Grand Prix. And what a joyous moment it was when that he's Spanish, when that Spanish passion brought him across the finish line in 9th place, giving him his first 2 points of the season. And from that point on, he's been unstoppable. Yes, it took him 8 races, I think. Yes, it took him 8 races to finally score a point, but his teammate, Lance Stroll, who had been scoring points since the very first race, is now on the same points as him, 26 points. they're both on that. And Alonso's only been scoring points in the last 6 races, and he's managed to catch up with the guy who's in the same car, been scoring points since the start of the race. So you can't call him a prick. And realistically, you can't call him a grand prick for that because he wasn't scoring points in the first 6 races. And therefore, his performance has only been mid, and therefore we can only classify him as grand. And yeah, he didn't date Taylor Swift.
Strong finish.
Is your turn. Grand prick. Are you ready?
I am ready for this.
Right, your time starts now.
Fernando Alonso. Alonso. A. He's a great champion. 2005, 2006. L. Took him a long time to get points this year. 8 races. How many points is he on now? 26. How many points is Nepo Baby on? 26. Catch-up game. O. He's the only champion to race at the age that he's racing at and still look good doing it. N. He never gives up. He has had a bit of a poo car all year. Do you hear him complaining? Yes. Are his complaints legendary? Yes. N. Oh, no, I've already said that. S. He's kind of sexy. O.
Said no one ever.
Oh.
30 seconds.
Oh my God, I'm running out of time. Okay, he's had DNFs, he's had crashes, he's had incidents, and yet he's always come back. And when he was at his home Grand Prix, he was able to win his first points of the season, 2 points, and he was able to do it fantastically. And you know what? I like his haircut. There you go, I've said it. Green suits him. Thank you.
10 seconds.
I also think that he is going to outscore Stroll at the end of this season. Thank you.
Time.
Thank you.
That I loved the cheerleader angle.
So,
Thank you. Why am I compelled to give Grand Prick?
I think off of facts, Grant should win.
Mm-hmm.
I think off of creativity, It should win.
Thank you so much.
I need this win, Tom.
Okay, I'm giving it... I've actually forgotten who's grand.
I was grand.
I'm giving you grand, because that's the factual thing to do. But in my heart, my cheerleader chant will always be there.
Yeah,
Yes.
I agree with that. Okay, are we ready for Lance Stroll?
Yes.
75 seconds, Reem, to tell us why Lance Stroll is a prick.
Nepotism is a real issue. It means that people that are born into wealth are getting more opportunities than people who are working hard for it. And Lance Stroll is an example of that, because the only reason that he's in Aston Martin is because of his dad. It's not because he's that amazing of a driver. Yes, he scored points more than Alonso at the start of this race, but Alonso caught up to him in half the time. He's already at He's already at 26 points, the same as points that Lance Stroll is on currently. So, is he that great? I don't think so. And also, he seems to only have started performing well this year. It took him how many years since he's been in the sport? Imagine what young drivers, what young rookies could have been taking his spot this entire time. And he's been taking that opportunity away from them.
30 seconds.
Oh God. He's in a team that seems to have been bringing in upgrades. They've got Adrian Newey working with them, but he's not performing at a higher level than he should be. I think that he's gotten lots of opportunities. There was at one point in the British Grand Prix, he was towards the front, he was in like P5, and he let himself be overtaken. He could have gone all the way to the top, all the way to the podium. He could have been where Nico Hülkenberg was at, but no, he gave up too soon. And the wrist issue was probably because of anger management issues.
Time. Allegations.
Allegations.
Call it on yourself.
She's playing a character.
Yeah, okay. My time to say why Lance Stroll is grand. My time is going to start now. Nepo baby, you say?
She's playing a character.
Lance Stroll was racing in F1 before Lawrence Stroll bought the Aston Martin team. Did he buy his way in? Yes, probably. Well, definitely. But
It's actual fact.
Shush. Nepo baby, you say? He was outperforming his two-time world champion teammate from the very first race. He then scored points again in the second race. He then didn't score points until the sixth race. But then when he did, he scored 4 points. And yes, Fernando Alonso has caught up to him. Fine, I'll give you that. But Lance Stroll had to stop racing for one of the races because he had to have surgery on his hand. And you know what he did?
What'd you do?
He got in the car for the next race. Do you know how much recovery time his physicians would have told him to have? More than just 1 weekend's worth. He would have been told to take a little break, but he said, no, I must get back in that car and show the world why I am not a Nepo baby. I must show them why I am grand.
Wow.
Time.
Just to say, you were snapping your fingers when I called him a Napa baby.
I liked it. I think the second performance that was sort of that. The first one was the matinee, and then but maybe you say it was the evening performance that you really brought it.
Right, are you ready to tell us why Lance Stroll is Grand Prick?
Yes, Lance Stroll. Lance Stroll, you say? More like Lance Payroll, because he's been getting so many points. He's going to be getting a lot of bonus checks this year. Fernando Alonso, more like Alonso's slow, because he only didn't get any points the first 8 races. Lance Stroll, don't you mean Lance smooth wrist control now that he's had surgery and had to withdraw and got himself back into racing and was sad to have missed the race? Shows compassion. Lance Stroll, more like Lance Pistol, because he fired out of that thing at the start of the season like a bullet out of a gun. He was on it, scoring points, getting things, doing stuff. He was all over it. And on top of that, he's made fewer mistakes than Alonso. I can't say his name.
30 seconds.
Fewer mistakes than Alonso. And in 8 races, Stroll's managed to secure 14 points. How many did Alonso score? None. Thank you so much. After qualifying 14... Oh, no, I've already said that bit. Okay, and also, instead of Lance Stroll, why shouldn't we be saying Lance T-Bowl? Because there's a lot of rumours about him, and yet he always shows up. He doesn't listen to the haters or the news articles.
10
He's
seconds.
always there. And Lance Stroll, more like Lance Stroll. I've got nothing.
Time. Okay, I personally liked the argument for Grand Prick. I also really liked the argument for Prick. And therefore I feel like a healthy middle ground is grand.
She's flattered us into making her win.
Again, off of facts, grand seems appropriate. Off of creativity, I think I win.
But my delivery.
I said grand.
I know, but then you said out of creativity, but I think mine was really creative. Nepo baby, you say?
Oh my gosh, she did it again.
It was giving Holt in Brooklyn Nine-Nine bone! Bone!
Why'd you keep doing the matinee and evening performances for everything?
I'm a showgirl.
I say that Nav wins. However, I think we've reached a point in this podcast where we've lost our... I was about to say lost our fucking minds. I said lost. We've lost our fucking minds. So, I give it to you.
Thank you.
But also, I appreciate you.
Thank you.
But most of all, I'm the best.
Oh.
Okay. So now we're going to
Oh god, this should be an interesting one.
the team itself as a whole, Aston Martin. Reem, are you ready to tell us why they are pricks?
Oh, sorry, I thought we were on to the next team. My bad.
No.
Sorry, oh, Christ, I've got... Grand fucking prick. I'm a bit scared. My thighs are sweating.
It's okay, you only have 45 seconds to do so. I realised I forgot to drop the time down last time to 60 seconds for Lance Stroll.
Oh.
But I am still going to drop this down to 45 seconds.
Oh, okay.
That was just an admin error on my side. Apologies.
Listen, we're all human.
Thank you.
We all make mistakes.
Yeah.
Everybody has those days.
Yeah.
Everybody makes mistakes.
Everybody knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
For the people that did not know that reference, that's quite funny to listen to, isn't it?
Reem, 45 seconds to tell us why Aston Martin are pricks. Your time starts now.
Imagine having that sexy of a car and not performing well. I keep hearing people say, especially is saying, oh, they're bringing upgrades. They've got Adrian Newey. They're going to do amazing in 2026. They're going to be the team to look out for. Where? I don't see it. They're only at 52 points. They're only 6th in the championship. And you know who's behind them? At 51 points? Kick Sauber, the other green team on the track that no one talks about as much. Aston Martin has been there for longer, I think. And they seem to have the money. They seem to have the... Like, imagine, Lawrence Stroll, who's
10
funding
seconds.
it, has so much money, yet he's not giving enough for the upgrades. I think they should do better with the allowance that they've got.
Have you heard of a cost cap?
Oh.
Right, now I have 45 seconds to tell you why they are grand. Okay, my time starts now. Yes, Aston Martin are only 6th in constructors, okay? Mid. Therefore, mid rating, right? Makes sense, logical. But let me tell you about their plans, their ambition. Yes, they're not at the top yet, but they're trying so hard. They have obviously brought on Adrian Newey, who's going to be working on their car next year. And he's even given some insights into their car this year and helped them with some improvements, right? But they've also hired Andy Cowell, who is replacing Mike Crack. And they've also hired Enrico Cardile, who was Ferrari's chief technical officer, and they've gone through lengthy legal battles with Ferrari. So, you know, they've been having their fingers in all kinds of pies, and meanwhile, they've still managed to get 6th in constructors. They're doing phenomenally time.
They're doing phenomenally time. Sound like she was talking to a clock.
Are you ready? 45 seconds to tell us why they
Yes.
are grand prick?
Yes, I am ready, because I think this is a believable argument.
Well, go now.
Okay. Aston Martin. A is the first letter of the alphabet. Adrian Newey. He is the man that could see air. Where's he gone? He's moved from Red Bull. And what's happened to Red Bull? They've gone backwards. He's gone over to Aston Martin. What's happened? Chained to the desk. Has a bed inside his
30
factory.
seconds.
Oh my God. Because that's how good he is. All right. A, Andy Cowell. He's gone over to he's replaced Mike Crack. Amazing name. Iconic. And he's now going to be running their day-to-day. They've got Lawrence Stroll. Deep pockets. Big voice. Canadian man. He loves mousses and maple syrup. That team is
10
going to be going to victory with their new wind tunnel. What can you hear that? Flying to the top.
4 seconds.
Oh shit!
2, 1, time.
Thank you.
Fly to the top.
I was a bit time blind there. I didn't realise how long. How did I spend 30
Alonso
seconds?
didn't even get a shout out.
I sort of forgot. 30 seconds went really quick. Was I just talking about Adrian Newey for half that
You
time?
spent about 5 seconds going, okay.
It's called drama. Thank you.
So grand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have given grand to Aston Martin, Fernando Alonso, and Lance Stroll. I feel like I deserved that after the shit show of a job I was given for Alpine.
Fair.
Yeah.
This
Also,
was my redemption arc.
for anyone listening, like, how you doing? Is this all right? Is this what you're expecting? I don't know.
What the fuck are we listening to? There's no facts. There's just drama.
So we threw in some names there. We gave them...
There's going to be people on the tube on the morning commute so overstimulated. Like, what the fuck am I listening to?
Right, moving on to Ferrari.
Oh, good luck to who gets put
No
down
matter
for.
what one we all get, there's an entertaining part to all
Yeah.
of this, really.
Right, spinning the wheel. Who for? Is you first.
Sure.
You might have an easy one here. Prick.
Okay, fun. I'm into it. Thank you.
I'm going to spin for myself next. Fuck.
What have you got? Grand Prick?
I've got Grand
Love
Prick.
that.
Why do I keep getting the hard ones? Reem, that means you're going to be explaining why they are grand.
Ooh. I know, I'm excited for that one. That's a good
It's
one.
easy. Explain why they're
Nothing
mid.
like your opinions.
Is you have 75 seconds to tell us why Leclerc has been a prick this year so far.
I'm doing Prick.
Yeah.
I've written something else I thought I was doing Grand Prick.
No, I'm doing grand prick.
Oh, we'll take what I just wrote down. Is that why you were looking at what I wrote a bit weirdly?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
We're on
She's
a
gonna
shed
win.
dock, by the way. Yeah, you have 75 seconds to tell us why Charles Leclerc has been a prick. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so last year they came in P2. This year they're in P2. Do they deserve to be in P2? Hell fucking no. Okay, so Charles Leclerc, he's come in, 95% of that car was changed. Under his direction, most likely. I'm just guessing. So, he came in, and yes, he's had the most podiums. Has he won a race? No, he hasn't. You know why? Because his car has been full of water. Maybe if he wasn't sassing his engineers so much, he'd be able to get a race victory in there or two. Also, he wasn't able to win Monaco. And last year he was. So I think that's a lack of motivation. Also, he had a very difficult Miami Grand Prix weekend. And they actually came back 7th and 8th. Womp, womp, womp. In 2022, he had a chance at the title. Did he manage to make it work? No, he didn't. Maybe there's a lack of teamwork there.
30.
He had a new teammate this year, and has he helped him out? Have you seen them hug? Not that many times. So, Also, yes, he was able to get second in Monaco, but again, not first. On top of that, he was also on the third step.
10
for,
seconds.
Okay. He had a lot of missed opportunities at the Canadian Grand Prix, and they finished in the points, but not that good. And the team underperformed because of a rubbish car. He could have changed that.
Time.
He could have changed.
Time. Don't make me disqualify you.
I can't call Leclerc a prick. He's so nice and he's so good. This is so shit.
You have to put on the character and believe in the part that you're playing.
I tried my best.
Reem, you are going to have 75 seconds to tell us why Charles Leclerc is grand. Are you ready?
Yes.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, Charles Leclerc, he's in Ferrari, which is a team that is known for a lot of lack of communication and sometimes bad strategy, yet he has won 5 podiums so far in the F1 2025 season, and his highest score in the races was when he got P2 in Monaco, which was his home race, and he scored in every single one of the races except for China, where him and Lewis Hamilton got a double disqualification because of the team. So it wasn't even his fault. And he's acknowledged the problems that he's had with the team. He's been very open and honest to the press, but he never seems defeated. He always seems like he's trying, and he's trying to push himself harder, and he's trying to be the best that he could be. So he's not given up. He's been put in a position where he has a new teammate. He has Lewis Hamilton as his teammate, and he seems to have still be on good terms with him. When he's been asked to switch the lineup, he's done it with no argument. He hasn't spoken shit about Lewis to the press, even if Lewis has been underperforming, and he hasn't spoken shit about his team. He keeps his integrity, and we can't forget how attractive he is as a man. Like, he's just a beautiful, beautiful man with beautiful eyes. So I think that will give him
time.
Grand. Thank you.
It looks so smug. You just set feminism back by finishing on that point.
Okay, I have 75 seconds to tell the world why Charles Leclerc is grand prick.
This should not be 75 hard.
Nice. My time starts now. Charles Leclerc is a gorgeous man.
Oh,
and don't shush, he is, okay? And let's look at the facts, okay? Out of all 14 of the races this year that we have had, he has managed to get on the podium for 5 of those in a Ferrari. Let's just take a second to acknowledge the fact that McLaren have been dominating 2 of those steps on the podium. So the fact that he's been able to get 5 podiums is very, very impressive. How many has his teammate had? None. Let's look at those head-to-heads, okay? Qualifying head-to-heads against Lewis Hamilton, 7-time world champion. Charles Leclerc has out-qualified Lewis 10 out of 14 times. Race finishes, he's out-raced. He has outscored Lewis on 11 of the 14 races. 11 out of 13 if we don't include China because they were both disqualified. However, have you seen his dog? His dog is adorable. Leo is such a cute little pup. Charles Leclerc is on Ferrari are on 260 points. Charles Leclerc is on 151. He has scored 58% of that team's points, and his teammate is a 7-time world champion? The fuck? Time.
I said you push back feminism, and then you decided to start with he's a gorgeous man.
And he has a dog. Have you seen his dog?
That dog is cute.
That dog is cute, yes, very cute.
So what are we giving him?
I think grand. For the listeners at home, Nav just opened up her mouth like a trout.
I think grand as well.
I think
vote
grand
for
prick.
yourself. You can't vote for yourself, and you can't vote for yourself either. Someone choose me.
Okay, I would say grand prick.
Grand.
Well, I guess I have to say grand then.
Thank you.
No, to be okay, I need to move all of our bullshit aside. Grand prick.
Yay! I
Okay, fair.
When we remove all of our nonsenses and our stupid timed bullshit,
He does deserve
it. We're getting bogged down with us.
5 podiums in a Ferrari. Yes, he deserves
Yeah,
grand
he does.
prick.
win. Oh, I love winning. Okay, Lewis Hamilton you have 60 seconds to tell us why he has been a prick this year.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Formula One is all about teamwork, and yet in the Australian Grand Prix, Lewis Hamilton in his first race with the red team decided to say to his race engineer, leave me to it. Okay, fine, we've left you to it. It's been 14 races. Where the podium's at, babe? What's going on? Yes, he was able to do well in China, but what's happened since then? He's basically actually publicly said that they should go for a different driver. So how else can I describe that other than he is a prick? Also, in Miami, he decided to say, have a tea break while you're at it. Well, it seems that Lewis Hamilton has been having a bit of a tea break too. When we look at the driver's
30
standings, it looks that Ferrari have got Charles Leclerc on 151 points and Lewis Hamilton in the exact same car on 109 points. So not only is he not beating his teammate, not really beating anyone on track, he's got a bright yellow helmet, and yet I feel the motivation is dying down like a yellow
10
sun
seconds.
down to a dark, shimmering shadow. This champion is ready to leave. Drink Almarv.
Okay, Reem, you have a minute to tell us why he is grand.
Okay, Lewis Hamilton, he has a legacy behind him. Yes, he's not going to be a championship at any point this year, or maybe next year. And yes, he hasn't gotten any podiums this year. But let's not forget, he got stuck in a very shit team in Ferrari. He's had awful issues with his engineer Adami, who seems to not listen to him. Yet, Lewis has been consistently scoring points across all the races except for China and for Hungary. He won the sprint race in China. And let's not forget his incredible performance at the Belgian Grand Prix when he went up from P18 to P7, which is an amazing recovery for Lewis Hamilton. And let's not forget, he's hustling. He just launched a non-alcoholic tequila brand. He's doing all of that while he's an F1 driver. How many people can he say are doing that? He is a man with very much a lot of talent. He seems to keep trying, even though he's
10
been defeated
seconds.
at times. He keeps scoring points. He keeps doing his best, and he might have an even better performance next year.
Okay.
Not even the second half of the year, just next year.
Next year. Sack off the rest of this season, mate. Okay, and now I have 60 seconds to tell everyone why Lewis Hamilton is grand prick. Delulu for Lulu, there is no Sir Lulu. We have given this man grand prick for 2 of the races so far. We gave him grand prick in China. Why did we do that? Because he won the sprint race. Did his teammate win the sprint race? No. We also gave him grand prick for the Belgian Grand Prix when, as you said, Reem, he started in the pit lane and he finished in P7. He got into the points that race, and he even, if I am correct, I'm not correct, ignore me.
Jesus.
He also has a cute dog, Roscoe.
Oh, God.
And Lewis is a 7-time world champion. And frankly, they've given him Riccardo Adami as a race engineer, okay? That man is shit. Sebastian Vettel set him up when he told him that he was a good engineer because it's been awful. Have a tea break while you're at it? No, hand in your notice while you're at it, mate. I didn't know what to say.
What? You're kidding me. You sound like you're in control the whole time.
But his dog, though. Again, love the passion.
Thank you. If you couldn't tell, audience, I'm a dog person.
Clearly. I'm going to say, I think if we're being real, I think prick. I think recency bias.
You can't vote for yourself.
No, but she has a point.
I do have a point, though. We're trying to do an F1 podcast here. I think, especially with recency bias, I think that with the comments that Lewis has made, and I just think that compared to Charles, I just don't think that this partnership between Ferrari and Lewis is working out at all how either party wants it to be. And let's not forget, part of his deal was to be a brand ambassador for Ferrari, and his performances are not matching up to someone that you'd want him to be or for brand ambassador.
Yeah, and imagine being a brand ambassador and saying, just fire me.
Literally.
Yeah, but it's true.
It's not looking good, Brett.
It's not. Lewis is a fantastic racer. We've spoken about this many times. He's up there with one of the best and statistically the best driver of all time. But currently his form is just all over the shop.
Yeah.
So qualifying's not there. Race pace, unfortunately, he qualifies so far back he can't make up the ground. I think prick.
Yeah, I agree. Is you won that one.
Thank you.
You've now got 45 seconds, though, to tell us why Ferrari have been pricks.
You need 10 seconds.
Don't say that. That hurts your argument for Grant. All right, you ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
248 victories is how many that Ferrari have been able to win. 75 years they've been racing since the birth of Formula One. 15 championships have been made with Ferrari. 6 letters make up the word Ferrari. Italy has 5 letters. They have 2 drivers. They have 1 team. They have 1 dream to get to the top. My God, don't they fuck around and not find out how to get there. This team are the most successful team of all time, and they are constantly in a state of transition, never knowing where to go. They change 95% of their car and they are not winning races. Also, I don't love the colour red that much.
Powerful way to end it.
Thank you.
Reem, You've got 45 seconds to tell us why they're grand.
There's a lot of shit that you could say about Ferrari, and yes, they've been disappointing for the most part, but let's not forget, they are P2 in the championship currently. Who's not P2? Mercedes. You know who's also not P2? Red Bull. So Ferrari has still had Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton consistently scoring points across all of the races. Yes, they're not many points, which is why they would deserve grand, and they're a bit mid this season, but it doesn't mean that they're doing awfully. And also, I think that they just need to work on their communication a bit. Maybe they need some anger management, maybe they need some group therapy, and once they get some group therapy, they'll be able to recover, and they'll be able to bring in more upgrades and more developments to the team. And fire Adami.
Poor Adami, he's got a target on his back this episode,
Yeah,
hasn't he?
legit.
All right, and now I have 45 seconds to tell the world why they're grand prick. Why are you laughing?
This is unbelievable.
Easy job, this. Okay, 3, 2, 1. 248 race victories. 75 years they've been racing. 15 champions have been made with this team. 6 letters in their name. Italy has 5 letters. They have 2 drivers, 1 team, 1 dream, and they will reach the top. You know why? Because they are determined. They have the backing of a whole country. And don't you think they should have the backing of this podcast too? If the whole of Italy, beautiful country by the way, is supporting them, shouldn't we as well? They're currently second in the Constructors' Championship. You know who's not? Mercedes. You know who's not? Red Bull. You know who's not? Williams, Aston Martin, Sauber, Racing Bulls, Haas, Alpine. They're doing it. They're killing it. Grand Prix for all.
What do you mean Grand Prix for all? What do you mean Grand Prix for Ferrari?
Yeah.
Wow, the brief.
How dare you?
The brief was creativity, and you really said plagiarism of the highest order.
Listen, don't put your script on a shared doc.
Well, I'm deleting it now.
I've said it now.
Yeah.
So what are we giving them?
I think they deserve break.
Hey,
I think grand,
I'll take it.
She doesn't seem convinced.
said Ferrari. I think grand.
I think grand as well. They are second in constructors. We can't dog on them too much.
Yeah. I don't think that they're like, it's not like a convincing P2, but listen, someone's got to be P2, and they've managed to do it because they've got consistency over performance, I think.
Yes, exactly.
So
they
I
don't
think-
have consistency in their car, but they have consistency over the other fucking teams.
I win.
Also, we poke fun a lot at Ferrari, but I do actually kind of stand the team.
Yeah.
Just to say.
I stand the red.
Also, how have we managed to talk about are we doing the team now?
We just did the team.
We didn't mention Fred Vasseur once. Like, didn't mention him whatsoever. People listening will think that Adami was the person running this team. Oh, golly.
Freddy the Frog.
Freddy the Frog.
Well, he's managed to keep his job, so maybe we can talk about him at the end of the season review.
Okay, fine.
Are we ready to move on to Haas?
Yes.
Random wheel. Who shall I spin for first?
Reem.
Yeah, Reem.
Reem, you are going to be telling us why Haas are grand.
Ooh, okay.
I feel like you're doing grand for everything.
I know.
Same. I haven't done Grand Prix once.
You are going to be telling us why Haas are
I can tell by your face you're doing Grand Prix.
Grand Prix.
No!
And I'm going to be saying why Haas are pricks.
That was a roller coaster.
Nice. Good luck. It was getting close to the line on the wheel. That's why my face was like, but the wheel
hell.
saved me.
Shit.
Okay, I have 75 seconds to tell the world why Ollie Behrman is a prick. He's such a young little baby, it almost feels like minor abuse. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Ollie Behrman, he showed so much promise when he came into the sport because he replaced Carlos Sainz when he had appendicitis last year, and he got points while he was racing for Ferrari. And this year in Haas, he's been shit. He is currently 19th in the Drivers' Championship. His teammate is 10th. He's got 8 points. His teammate has 27. He's scoring nothing. He DNF'd in Australia in the first race. Yes, so did several other people, but he did too. Okay, and that's just bad. We had a lot of hopes and dreams for him, and he just hasn't delivered. And ultimately, I think that, you know, if he was driving for Alpine, Flavio Briatore would have kicked him out ages ago. But he's not, and he's in a more supportive team. But he shouldn't be there. He's a prick. He's racing dreadfully. I feel so mean saying this. He's scoring so low. He's just a prick. That felt mean.
That did feel mean.
He's such a baby.
That was called bullying.
Oh, I don't like it.
This changed the whole tone of this podcast.
How dare you?
Reem, you now have 75 seconds to tell us why he's grand.
Okay, Oliver Behrman. He first of all, this man has style. How many drivers do you know that will overtake another driver and go ciao, ciao, ciao? I think it's iconic. He already had like a slogan that people can associate with him. And also, he had come in with the prior performance in 2024. He already had high hopes for him. And yes, he's 19th. Yes, he hasn't scored that many points, but at least he's scored some points, unlike Jack Doohan and Franklin Colapinto. He scored 8. And he had some unfortunate times during the races. He had some crashes, he had some DNFs, but he keeps trying. And he's a great qualifier. He one time had a 10 grid penalty, and because he qualified so high, he still managed to recover and not be all the way in the bottom. He is a young man. He started only at the age of 17 when he was with Ferrari in 2024, and for this season, he was only 18. 18, he's one of the youngest drivers on the grid.
Age works.
Yes, he's one of the youngest drivers on the grid, and yet he doesn't seem like he's crumbling under the pressure. He's also driving for Haas, and Haas is a work in progress team, and he's a work in progress man. I think he's great.
Time. Okay, I didn't hate it.
Thank you.
Tell us why in 75 seconds. Oliver Behrman is grand prick.
Oliver Behrman is a very young man. He probably doesn't know who the Spice Girls are, but I'm going to bring it right to him with this little fact. When you're feeling F2 and low, we can take you where Ollie wants to go. That's right. So Ollie was working in F2 when he got a call and he had to go and step in 2024 for Sainz, who had appendicitis problems and is also going out with Reem, obviously. And he wasn't complaining. A stunning performance saw this man score 6 points for 7th place. Do you know how much his neck was hurting? He was slumping to one side. He persevered. That also managed to gain him an F1 seat with the Ferrari-powered Haas car. Now, you know what he did? He the colours of the world, red, white, and grey, and he spiced up his life because when he was in Shanghai, they got a double points haul, and you know what that means? It means Ollie scored points. He also passes people and says ciao in China. He also has a really nice haircut. Also, I think he's a fantastic rookie. And on top of that, he's been able to out-qualify Ocon 6 times. That's pretty impressive.
Let me know.
Okay, what do we think?
I loved the energy.
Thank you so much. How else could I have got my point across?
I think grand.
I think grand.
I think grand too. I thought that before I started talking.
Same. I felt so mean. I cannot tell you how awful it said to say those things. I know.
Hopefully he never hears this. I don't think he will. I don't think any of
Ollie,
the drivers
if you do hear it, I'm so sorry. I just had to say it for the show. I don't mean it. Now, Ocon, get ready to catch smoke. Because I have 60 seconds to tell the world why you're a prick. Imagine you're Esteban Ocon. You've been in this sport for how long? You've been in it for ages, right? And you've allowed yourself to be out-qualified by your rookie teammate 6 times this season? You've allowed yourself to be outscored in the race 5 of the 14 races this season by a rookie teammate? That's embarrassing. You are 10th in the Drivers' Championship, and you've got a rookie of Kimi Antonelli outscoring you, right? You're on 27 points, and Antonelli's on 64, and he's a rookie, and you've been in the sport for how long? That's embarrassing. You didn't even score points on your first race, and you know how many Antonelli got? 12. He's a rookie, and you DNF'd. That's bad. You're a prick. Yeah, just quit.
That's bad.
Her heart wasn't in it, was it?
No.
It wasn't in it whatsoever.
They're such nice drivers. Prick is hard, you know.
Pause. Reem, would you like to tell us why Esteban Ocon is grand?
Yes.
In 60 seconds, go.
Okay, Esteban Ocon has had a hard life. He was in Alpine in 2024, and he got kicked out one race before the season ended. He was in a toxic, abusive relationship with Flavio Briatore,
Allegations.
and that,
Allegedly.
that can cause a lot of harm on your mental health. Yet. Esteban Ocon is in
Say his
10th
name
in
right.
the Esteban Ocon is in 10th in the driver standings currently, although Haas is
30
P9 in
seconds.
constructors, which means that he's been outperforming his entire team. He's not even outperforming his teammate, but his whole team. He has a lot of potential. He keeps, driving in a very great way. He's very impressive on the track, and you can never underestimate Esteban Ocon, because yes, he might go through several races
10
without
seconds.
scoring points, but he will shock you in some of those races, and he will get a lot of
By
he'll get a
not
lot
scoring
more
points. Time. Okay.
All allegations, Helen.
You've got 60 seconds to tell us why Ocon is grand prick. Are you up for the challenge?
I'm up for the challenge.
All right, go for it.
If you want his future, you better look at his fucking past. It's another Spice Girls reference. Okay, if you want to think about Esteban Ocon, one word that comes to mind is sacrifice. His parents decided to sell their home, decided to hold on their jobs and focus on their son's career. Lived in a caravan and decided to fund that career, and he's gone all the way to the fucking top. He joined this grid in 2016, and he even at a point lost his seat and had to be a reserve driver and found his way back on the grid. Sergio Perez?
30 seconds.
Bottas? Haven't heard it. Thank you so much. Also, he has been able to say that they have had difficult times, but also he's the leader of that fucking team. His name is Ocon, and he takes NO for no answer. That made no fucking sense. He is constantly working hard, and he's been able to lead that team, and I
10
feel
seconds.
he'll lead it to greatness. You know why? He's got a lot of experience, and he's a lovely dude. He's also French.
400. What is it with you and Spice Girls?
I did it for one, I felt bad leaving out the other.
I can't wait to hear the Spice Girls reference for the team.
Yeah.
Types immediately on my laptop.
What rating are we giving? I think grand again.
I think
grand.
grand, yeah.
I
grand.
think he's doing very. I mean, I would be inclined to give him grand prick because of the amount of points, like the percentage of the points that he has managed to give
And
give
his
to,
mental health.
to Haas. Yeah, and his mental health, sure.
Sure.
But on account of the fact that Haas is only 9th in the standings, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think, to be honest with you, I don't massively think it's down to much of the drivers. I do think that Ollie's still a rookie, so he still needs a bit more time.
Yeah.
I think he's had some great qualifying sessions. I think his racecraft isn't as strong as Esteban Ocon's. I think that's Esteban really comes into his own on a Sunday. But I just don't think the car is quite there for either of them.
Yeah.
So I think, it's
Grand.
exactly. And still, until they get a better car that's working for them a bit more straight line speed, I don't think there's much they could deliver. So I think grand works.
I now have 45 seconds to tell you why Haas overall are pricks. And honestly, girls, I think this is where I come alive.
Okay, well,
That's bad.
What?
I think that's your conclusion for every one of them.
Okay. And my time starts now. Ayo Komatsu, after the Australian Grand Prix, said that he felt sick with how far off the pace the car was. Need I say more? Their own
Yes.
team principal is saying that their car is shit. So shit that he felt sick. And they're 9th in constructors, right? And last year they were fighting for P6. And they got there and they were in the battle, and this year they're nowhere near the battle. They're barely scoring points. And I have one final point to say about why Haas are pricks. And I bet you can't guess what it is.
You tried to make the time
They
go.
got rid of Gunther Steiner. How fucking dare they? Pricks. Time.
You're trying to do filler words, like when you're writing an essay trying to hit the word count.
I needed to run down the clock. Reem, you now have 45 seconds to tell us why they are grand.
Okay. Ayo Komatsu, the new team principal for Haas, Well, let's just say he is much more of a supportive team leader than Falvio Briatore, the team that they were competing against in 2024. And yes, they're P9 currently in constructors, but let's not forget, they have harder circumstances. They don't have as much money as the other teams, so they're not able to bring in as many upgrades as the other teams. They need to work even harder. But Ayuko Komatsu seems to be genuinely growing a very positive, supportive environment, and he seems to. That's why Behrman is scoring points.
10
That's
seconds.
why Esteban Ocon is scoring points. And I think if you give them a chance, they're going to be able to show up and prove that they are worthy of being in the midfield.
Time. Nice timing.
Thank you.
That was pretty decent.
Thank you.
Are you ready in 45 seconds to tell us why they are Grand Prix?
Yes, I am ready.
Have you got a Spice Girls reference for us?
I'm not telling you shit.
I'm going to be disappointed if you don't, and your time starts now.
If we look at the Spice Girls, there was 5 of them. One of them was Scary Spice. At the start of this year, both of those Haases did not perform well. They were at the bottom of that grid. Australia was a very, very bad time for the team. Ayuko Komatsu felt sick, as Nav pointed out. We don't know if he threw up, but he isn't sick anymore because the team are getting better. Which leads me on beautifully to Emma Bunton or Baby Spice. They're just babies. The team is a baby. It only started in 2016. They're not even 10 years old. And yet here they are. They're not bottom of the table. They were struggling financially, and they've been able
10
to work
seconds.
to the top of that cost cap now, which is pretty impressive. Also, oh god, what else? Ginger. Can't work that in. Okay, Posh Spice.
Time.
They're not.
They're not posh.
I was going to say they're relatable.
I think I made some good points.
I think I made some great points.
I didn't get time to say my points. Oh no, I think I flopped that one. That's really upsetting. I think Haas deserved more than my answer.
Realistically, I don't think they would have ever gotten Grand Prix.
No.
No, but if they're listening to this, they'd be like, well, what the fuck? We're not posh.
Set me up for a fail.
Couldn't work in Ginger Spice.
I think based off of the fact that they're P9, they should get Prig.
And the fact that they fired Gunther Steiner. That alone is enough reason.
Did I
one's
miss out
supporting you on
Sporty
that.
Spice?
Huh?
Did I miss out Sporty Spice?
You started on Scary Spice and then made absolutely no reference to anything scary.
I said it felt sick at the start of the year.
You didn't link it back.
Did I
to
miss
scary.
out Sporty Spice?
Yeah.
For fuck's sake.
In a discussion about a sport.
Idiot. Oh god.
But they are just babies.
Yeah.
Yeah. You took so long just introducing that Emma Bunton was Baby Spice.
Didn't
You
mean
missed
to read
out
that
Sporty
part.
Spice. So we're same prick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonderful. And we're moving on to the last team of this episode now.
Who's that, Reem?
McLaren.
Ooh, someone knows that alphabeti.
Oh my god, remember when we did the alphabeti spaghetti social post?
If you're
It's
listening to this and you haven't
Instagram.
liked that, I want you to scroll
Yes.
on your phone whilst we do find out who's voting and
It took
debating
us
for what.
so long to pick out all of these different letters.
Yeah, we'd
from
like
the-
hobbies, you know. We'd like to have a nice conversation and a sit down. We were sorting through
And do you know
strange
what?
spaghetti.
I was editing while they were doing that, and they just left me to do the washing up when they left my house.
Yeah, we were gagging over the smell. It was the least we could do.
Yeah, and you didn't tell me that you just left it on the kitchen counter. So when I woke up the next morning, I was just like, what's that smell? Oh, alphabeti spaghetti. Why is it on my counter? Why is it not in the bowl?
You sent us a photo that you had it for lunch that day.
No, I didn't.
It was a late night snack.
Right, random wheel for McLaren. Who shall I spin for first? I'm going to spin for myself. Oh, I've got such an easy one, girls.
Grand Prix.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay.
rip to us. What are we going to get?
I don't want Grand.
I'm spinning for Reem. No, I'm not. I'm spinning for Riz. Grand.
Why have you done that?
Because I got Grand for the third
Oh,
time.
yeah.
God. It's the most annoying one to do Grand for.
So I'm going to be saying Grand Prick for McLaren. Reem, you're going to be doing Prick. And Iz, you are going to be doing Grand.
Right.
Did you want to do Prick?
I just want to see what chaos Reem comes out with for this, to be honest with you. We're going to start with Oscar Piastri.
Ooh.
So Reem, in 75 seconds, tell us why Oscar Piastri is a prick.
Let me take you back to all those times that Oscar Piastri has qualified on pole and has won the races, and you have scrambled to find pictures of him smiling properly. This man has no personality. Imagine leading the Drivers' Championship and not being able to crack a smile. And then the one time he showed any inch of personality is when he wasn't allowed to pass Lando Norris, even though Lando Norris deserved his spot on the track, and he got sulky with his team and spent his entire time in the press just being off and grumpy and sulky. It's just not okay. It's not good behavior for a championship leader and potentially a championship winner. I think for you to root for someone, you need to have some strong personality. You need to be likable. You need to be relatable. But you cannot win the hearts of people, the hearts of your fans, if you're not relatable. People will not root for you. They will not advocate for you. Look at your teammate. Lando Norris has a great personality. Yes, he's had fuck-ups, but at least people like him. At least people are advocating for him. But you need to just crack a smile here and there. Smoke some weed, you know? Like, loosen up a little. Like, you know, drink some wine. Drink some of that champagne you keep winning on the podium.
Drink some Piastrum, just saying.
Yeah.
I don't think you can tell someone to drink some weed before... Drink some weed.
You need to stop drinking weed, clearly.
I don't think you can tell them to smoke some weed before getting in a car and driving.
Well, after. Nothing stopping him from smoking it when he's in the recovery room.
We at Grand Prix do not advocate for drug use or anything illegal.
Only if it's Piastrum.
Only if it's Piastrum. Did that contain drugs?
It had nicotine.
It's a legal drug.
Still a drug.
It's so's coffee.
So is sugar.
What a weird tangent. Okay, can you tell us why in 75 seconds Piastri is grand?
Oh, just Piastri?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell.
Have you? We're on the 5th team. How have you forgotten the format?
I don't know. I think it's the pressure.
Okay, well, your time starts now.
Okay, let's journey back to the start of the season, shall we? Where is Oscar Piastri from?
Australia.
Yes, and where did he come? He came all the way down in 9th. He did a little tumble and a spin and he was off in the grass. If you're a really great bloody driver and you're leading the championship, don't you know that you're meant to be on the track, not the
You're
grass?
arguing for grand, you know.
Oh, am I so
Yeah.
sorry? But he made his way back.
Yeah, 50 seconds. Yeah, 50 seconds.
So,
45 now.
I digress. I think they've done pretty well this year. They've had some downtime. They've also had some... They've also had some great times. 20 seconds. I think they should be really proud of themselves. But
It's just Piastri the fault.
He's had some good times and some bad times. But I think he's had a great season so far. Like, pretty decent.
You are crying!
Literal tears are streaming down your face.
I'm so sorry. I think I've lost my fucking mind. I completely lost my mind.
Get off the drink.
Yeah. Stop drinking that weed. I'm so sorry. I don't know why. For some reason I thought I was talking about Piastri being a prick. And then
just went into the whole team.
I know, they all caught smoke. I'm so sorry. I really apologise. Not that we were never going to vote him grand, but anyway, let's just move on. Let's draw a veil over this moment, shall we? I had a bit of a numpty moment there, didn't I?
Yeah, just a little.
Bit of a whoops.
You can recover it for the next one. In the meantime, I have 75 seconds to, honestly, the hardest task, try and explain why Oscar Piastri has been a grand prick this season. I don't know how I'm going to do it.
Thank God I didn't flop and it was actually Grand Prix.
Yeah,
Like, at least it's something we're not going to vote for, but my God.
Right, my time starts now. Lando Norris held a comfortable margin in the qualifying head-to-head against Oscar Piastri in the past 2 seasons, with this being their 3rd season together as McLaren teammates. Piastri made it very clear that qualifying is a target of his to improve this season, having been on the wrong end of a 21-3 deficit in their head-to-head in 2024. And this year, he has out-qualified Lando Norris 8 times. I'd say that he has worked very fucking hard at that target of his. And in race head-to-heads, they are on level footing. 7 race wins for 7 outperformances on Lando Norris this year out of 14 races, right? And yet he is leading the Drivers' Championship. He is on 284 points. He was second in the championship all the way up to the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, and he has not given that position back. Like he said, nope, I don't want to be P2, I want to be P1, and he has kept it, and he hasn't dropped down. He's been scoring consistent points. He's got the most race wins this year, I think. He keeps Max behind him. He's clean. He's a clean racer. My time is up.
You had the easiest argument, and that felt like a struggle.
I think I should win. I think I gave a great argument, but realistically, it's
Hello, I'm right here.
I forgot which one you were arguing for.
Give a better argument for Prick than you did.
So Grand Prix?
Yeah, obviously.
Okay. Now we have 60 seconds, Reem, to tell us why Lando Norris has been a prick.
Okay.
Your time starts now.
All the drivers are currently on summer break, having fun, relaxing, being under the sun. And you know what? Lando Norris is probably not having as good of a time as everyone else. You know why? Because he started the season out greatly. He won the Australian Grand Prix. He was leading the championship in the beginning, but ever since then he's been replaced by Oscar Piastri, his teammate. And all he's going to be thinking about this entire summer break is that one moment that he crashed at the Canadian Grand Prix, which made him have a DNF, and it made him be behind Oscar Piastri for the championship. Up until now, he's still 9 points behind, even though he's been either P1 or P2 for each and every one of the races, except for a few here and there. So I think Lando Norris, although he's a great driver and he's in a great car and he's in a great position, he's been fucking up. He's had silly mistakes. And you know what? Grow up, Lando Norris. Also, he's sexist. He told women, he said that women should belong in the kitchen.
Time.
How'd you do lovely Lando like that, though?
Listen, I had to play the part.
Okay, fine. Good God, woman.
To clarify, you are now talking about Lando Norris.
Yeah.
Telling us why he's grand.
Okay.
Grand, G-R-A-N-D, okay? Grand.
Listen, I can
Lando
spell, I just haven't got any
Norris.
memory, alright?
Lando Norris grand.
Okay.
Lando Norris grand. Say it with me.
Lando Norris grand.
Okay, your time starts now. 60 seconds. Go.
Because I've got no argument.
Go.
Oh, okay. Okay, Lando Norris has won 5 times. That's pretty bloody impressive. Better more than other people, but I'll tell you who's won more than that, his actual teammate. So, if we look at Lando Norris, actually if we look back, he's a great racer and has some great experience, but he could have won in 2021 in Russia, but he bottled it. Didn't have great expertise in the wet, and I'd argue he still doesn't. If we even go back to 2024, he lost out a win in Silverstone to Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton wasn't in his prime, but Lando was, and he still let that win go. So, even though he's been doing a great job winning races, he's got nice hair, and I think he looks really cool when he comes out of the car, and I think that's hard to maintain. However, he hasn't been doing amazingly, and he went into the favourite. He went into the favourite season. The season was a favourite, and now in the middle season part of it, Oscar Piastri's now the favourite. So he's doing great, but not that great.
Better than the first one.
Thank you.
Yeah, at least you had the right argument this time, I guess.
Thank you.
All right, my time.
I gave legacy arguments too.
Yeah, we are talking about this year, though, you know.
Oh yeah.
So I wouldn't point that out if I were you.
I am very not with this anymore. I feel like I'm unraveling.
Right, 1 minute for me to talk about Lando Norris and why he is Grand Prick. Lando Norris won the first race of the season. Do you know how hard it is for people to do that? And he did it. He beat his Australian teammate on Australian soil. What better way to put your dick on the table and say, I'm here and I'm here to win than that? And then what every driver wants to do, Monaco Grand Prix winner. Lando did that. In a Monaco Grand Prix where the regulations had changed and you had to make a mandated 2 pit stops, he did that. He won in Monaco. And then a few weeks later, guess what he did? He won his own home race, the Silverstone Grand Prix, another race that everyone wants to win. And Lando won it and he was in tears and it was so sweet to see. And he's, yes, not winning the championship, but he's in second. He's only 9 points behind Oscar Piastri, but in the race head-to-heads, they are on even footing, so he's close. Grand Prix.
You need to work on your endings.
Yeah.
She's actually really not wrong.
So what do we think?
Grand Prix.
Grand Prix.
Okay. And now 45 seconds, Reem, to tell us why McLaren overall are prick.
Okay.
Fucking good luck.
3, 2, 1, go.
Why would you choose the color orange for your car? I think papaya as a color is very ugly. No one wants to wear papaya. Papaya doesn't look good on anyone. And it's also not the best fruit. So I think they've gone wrong there. Also, Zach Brown is basically the Ted Lasso of F1. Ted Lasso, he's a sweet man. He's a very fun man to watch, but he gets annoying. He's
No, he
American.
fucking doesn't.
He gets on your nerves sometimes, and I think Zach Brown can do the same. And also, McLaren has a scandal around it. They were told that they were using tire water, and then they made a joke about it when it could have been a very, very serious thing. So pricks.
Okay.
That was such a stupid argument. I feel like I lost brains listening to that.
You can't talk after your first argument for Oscar Piastri.
Hey, I thought we were friends here.
Right, it's 45 seconds to tell us why McLaren this year have been grand. McLaren, the team overall in 2025, grand. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so I think Red Bull have done... No, okay, Lando's won 5 races and Oscar's won 6. That equals 11. I can do maths. But there's been 14 races, and I'll tell you when those elusive victories lost them. Canada, Japan, and Imola. And Canada was won by George Russell, and the other 2 were won by Max Verstappen. If they were Grand Prix, they would have won all the races. Duh. Also, they seem to have had some strategic miscalls where they seem to compromise one person's race to help the other person. And they said they have papaya rules. Sometimes I'm like, hey, you could do that better.
10 seconds.
And then on top of that, the tire water thing. Did we ever prove they aren't doing that? Thank you.
I wish the listeners could see your facial expressions as you talk. That's like half the funny comes from the facial expressions. Can't wait for us to do a video.
Need to get to my goal weight.
Right, and now I have the hardest task explaining why McLaren are Grand Prix.
This is so stupid. Me and Reem are in the trenches right now.
I'm having a great time. I'm not standing McLaren.
Meant to be on the same side. But whatever. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Right, 45 seconds, why McLaren are Grand Prix this year, and my time starts now. McLaren are currently on a grand total of 599 points. They are leading the Constructors' Championship. Do you know how far Ferrari are in P2? They are a whole 299 points behind them. They are basically half the points, basically, if we're rounding. They have won majority of the races this year. The tyre water thing, I know that Reem, you tried dogging on it. It was fucking jokes. Like, Zach Brown having a water bottle on it that said tyre water. He's funny. He's not taking it seriously because he knows that they are reigning supreme and they are going to win this championship. And they won it last year. And you know what? They were dog shit a few years ago, but they were underdogs and they've come up.
You had the easiest factual based argument, and yet you chose to talk about tire water. You easily could have talked about upgrades, about the leadership, about the points.
I did talk about points.
Yeah, but you could have just brought more to that point.
I agree.
So did I not win?
No, McLaren are winning.
Objectively.
McLaren won the argument, you didn't.
Oh well, I'll take it. I won by association. Well, there you have it. That is part 1 of our drivers and teams mid-year review.
Should we all do a big deep breath in and deep breath out, and our viewers can do the same so that viewers, they're not viewers. Well, they're not viewers. This is Inception. The listeners can do the same so that we can all sort of calm down.
Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. I enjoyed
that.
That
Felt like spa.
It did. Spa. Sorry.
Do we confess that this is our second recording?
Hey.
Just so the listeners know, there was a much more boring version of this. We recorded earlier in the day. We decided to do this chaotic spin the wheel thing.
Yeah, I
We
think
hope you like it.
I think this morning we thought that we were actually Sky Sports F1 or ESPN or something, and we realised that it was really informative, but it was boring. So then we decided, do we want to be informative or fun? And then we said fun, obviously. And then I cry laughed during this episode. So there we are.
I think that was a good decision.
Yes.
Yeah, it's 20 to midnight, and yes, we are working tomorrow morning, but
Yeah.
hey ho.
But tonight we're having fun.
Yes.
And that's important.
And
thing.
while you're listening, hopefully you're having fun too.
Yes.
And if you were having fun, make sure you like and subscribe to this podcast and you leave a positive review telling the rest of the world how much fun you had. And go and follow us on our socials and engage with us on there and keep the fun going. We're available on Instagram, X, TikTok, and YouTube. And make sure you tune in again next week where we will be going over part 2. Iz, you have your hand up, so why don't you tell us what teams we're going to be covering in part 2?
Oh, I wanted to say something.
Well, answer my question first.
Oh, okay. Mercedes, Red Bull, Racing Bulls, Williams, Kick Sauber.
The end.
The end.
What did you want to say?
Oh, I wanted to say that we did our mid-year exam, which you failed, and not that we're judging. And there was other people that downloaded our test and sent us nice messages on social media. And in contrast to that, someone also made a rude comment about one of our reels. So to those of you that reach out with nice things and comments, and for those of you that don't,
Yeah, we've had a few responses to the exam paper, and everyone that we've heard back from passed, and you failed.
I brought entertainment, and that's points in itself.
Yeah, but
We
you
wanted
didn't
to-
bring brain cells.
we sort of wanted you to show that like anyone can learn F1, and you failed it.
I learned some things. I was quite surprised by myself. I guess 25 for my result.
What did you get?
33.
Oh yeah, you did.
Still a fail. Reem, what year did the GPDA start?
1963.
No, 61.
1961. Listen, it's better than 2021.
And how many DRS zones are there in China?
6.
No.
No, I'm joking. 2.
Well done. Okay.
What do the tyres colours mean? White,
Hard.
yellow,
A medium.
red,
Soft.
green,
Intermediate.
blue.
Wet.
Atta girl.
Well
Thank you.
done. She does learn.
She does learn
Sometimes.
sometimes.
When she's spoon-fed the answers. Anyway, make sure you tune in next week for the other 5 teams and the other 10 drivers. We will see you then.
Goodbye.